What's up, wrestling fans, and welcome to the current state. And the current state of Seth Rollins. Quick take, current state, Seth Rollins. He is now the champion, the WWE, I guess, the World Heavyweight Champion, which, right now champions in general are kind of in trouble because the belts are becoming more convoluted than ever and confusing than ever in all the wrestling companies, in my opinion. I think probably the AEW World Heavyweight Championship is at least one of the most defining that is the World Championship title situation. It was WWE with Roman Reigns, and but with Reigns having those two belts for so long and a new one coming in, and now they've unified those two into one, so they are trying to make it less confusing, but it still is confusing, and Seth Rollins is getting lost in the heap. Seth Rollins is certainly deserving, but as I've mentioned several times, in my opinion, right now Seth Rollins, with his gimmick of whatever it is, of crazy, weird fashion guy thing that we don't really know what it is. It reminds me a little bit of Macho Man Randy Savage, when Macho Man was Macho Man and you didn't really know exactly what that meant. Like he was Macho Man and he talked like, oh, let me tell you, and you're like, okay, I guess that's macho when you talk like that and you've got glasses. And he would spew off crazy promos that sometimes didn't quite make any sense, but they were great. I don't see Seth Rollins as being as good as that, and it could be, not Seth Rollins' fault. It could be my nostalgia for the Macho Man, but it's very reminiscent of that. And, Seth Rollins, I think he would be perfect for, the Intercontinental Championship at this time. But since we have two world titles in the WWE now and not just one world title and then an Intercontinental Championship, essentially the World Heavyweight Championship kind of becomes like the second important title, which is, the Intercontinental Championship. So it's understandable, but I still just don't see Seth as being that sort of that top guy. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I mean. That's what I think. I just don't quite think he's living up to being the champion the way he is. I do think he's capable of it. He's been it before, and in a down time, who else is going to step up and be that person? I thought maybe AJ Styles, because I like AJ, and just do something different. It's been a while since AJ Styles said, "No, I don't want to be the champion. I want to go play video games." So right now, Seth Rollins is a little bit all over the place with this sort of, they've done a good job with getting the people to sort of sing his entrance theme and sort of be in this theatrical presentation. Seth Rollins, I would say, is sort of like it's sort of like a Shinsuke Nakamura type of thing, where the entrance is supposed to be this theatrical thing, which in wrestling, theatrical entrances are super important. So, there's a part of me that I'm sort of bored by most of Seth Rollins' in-ring moveset that I see all the time, so I don't care too much for that. And most of the time when he's talking, it's just weird, and I don't really get it. Sometimes he's funny, and he definitely has the presentation of the part. And so I don't think this is necessarily the best Seth Rollins, but I think he's got an upside that could kick in, that could put him on another level for me. So for me right now, the current state of Seth Rollins, he is the World Heavyweight Champion. I'm sure some people would say his current state is A plus or an A or something like that. But I'm going to say that the current state of Seth Rollins for me is and this grade doesn't go up because somebody's champion. If anything, if they're champion and they're not doing well, it hurts them. So I think the current state of Seth Rollins is a B minus at this point. I would rather see Seth be a B plus or an A minus or somewhere in the A tier. But I'm going to have to say Rollins right now is B minus. He's in the lower tier, and he's lucky he didn't get a C plus, to be honest. But right now, that's what I think about Seth Rollins. I think he needs to step up some in-ring stuff. I think he needs to become a little bit more precise on certain promos. I think some of his promos recently have been terrible. But he has presence, and he has an entrance, and he's got a theatrical vibe to him, and he does have a world title now. But they diminished the world title, and then they diminished Roman's WWE title. So I'm confused about what titles are what right now. And all of that hurts Seth Rollins. So we'll see if he can come out of it. But I think he's lucky in this review here to have a B minus. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments down below. This is the Joe Cronin Show, and please leave a super thanks if you'd like to, or a like, or a comment. I'm waiting to hear from you guys, and if you guys want to support my channel and keep things going, please let it be known down below, or become a patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, and listen to all my podcasts on there. Hope everyone's doing well. On a side note, I played Diablo 4 quite a bit yesterday, finally. And, obviously everybody else mostly is ahead of me, but, with work and everything I'm doing, I think it's I'm pretty lucky to have gotten to level 30 at this point. So, I've been enjoying the game and loving the game. You guys can just make sure you leave a comment down below, man, about Seth Rollins. What would you guys grade Seth Rollins down below? Let me know, and then I'll be putting out a poll for you to grade Seth Rollins officially, and I will compare that to my own comments here. So I'd like to see Seth Rollins get another level on the promos, and I'd like to see him start, having really great matches again. He has safe, good matches, but he's really, and I'm talking about at pay-per-views and stuff like that. He doesn't need to go out every Monday and have some kind of, 5-star match, obviously, but it's just very repetitive. Anyway, that's it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Feel free to binge watch my channel so you get more, by the way. And sorry about the audio quality. I am recording this on my phone. I'm a revolutionary. What the hell does that even mean? What does anything mean? What is the meaning of life?